Our Flag Means Death fans have a chance to own Stede's cursed suit and Ed's potato sack onesie. How much avocado toast are we willing to sacrifice for these iconic OFMD threads? David Jenkins has a new project. Will Booster Gold be Stede Bonnet as a superhero? And Rhys Darby did a Star Trek. Taika's Star Wars has a title. How mad are the fanboys gonna be, and which fanboy franchise will the Rhaikaverse rhaika-ize next? These headlines and more on today's Gay Pirate News Hour from the Our Flag Means Fanfiction podcast.
Hey! Taking over all the star things.
Today is... what the hell is it? Today is August 2nd, 2025, and that just doesn't seem like a real date in this space-time continuum, but okay. And on the channel, despite many people protesting, is Ringa, who continues to evade the law despite posting multiple selfies to Instagram. You post your location, you post your selfies, and the cops are like, where are they?
They just can't catch me.
Well, it says something about law enforcement in this country, doesn't it?
It doesn't. They don't need our help. They're saying it all on their own.
And also on the show this week is Charlie, who doesn't even like Con O'Neill and certainly doesn't have him tied up in the trunk of her car. Welcome, Charlie.
Hello. In the boot. Not a trunk, in the boot. And you definitely can't fit 3 of him in it.
Because you didn't measure.
Yeah.
You didn't first clone Con O'Neill and then measure the 3 clones and then place them in the boot of your car, tied up.
Definitely not. Definitely not. He's there right now.
That's a 3-con boot.
Judy, who is being loved bombed by us as we speak, is going to show up at some point.
Maybe.
So stay tuned for Judy.
Maybe Judy is also in Charlie's boot.
Well, that's the next stage. First, we love bomb, then we kidnap, then we sleep deprivation, low protein diet, so we can mind alter you into being our streaming slaves.
Okay.
I'm in my boot.
And I am Carly Heath, who is permanently canceled and always actively working on how I can be canceled in a new, different way.
It's true. You're just constantly problematic.
Now let's get to fandom news.
So, news just in.
So this is the thing that is going to make us lose our mind, surely. Heritage Auctions is hosting an HBO Max auction, which features iconic Our Flag Means Death costumes and props, including Stede Bonnet's white suit that he wears to the Republic of Pirates, the French party boat suit, which Rhys Darby himself has said is his favorite costume.
He should buy it.
Blackbeard, I mean, this is my fantasy, right? Blackbeard's outfit, which includes his leg brace, the cake toppers, the whale paperweight that he uses to kill a badminton, and all these things include shoes and jewelry. It's like all the things are available for sale. And when I saw that, it felt so wrong. It felt like I was being stabbed in the chest. It was kind of like, I don't know, putting something sacred up on auction for the highest bidder.
I mean, I don't know. It's kind of cool. Like we said, it's cool because we have now costume references and stuff for fan art and cosplay and everything. But it is weird that these have all just been sitting around for so long, not doing anything. Because there's like, I don't know. Some people have been sad about it because they're like, oh, it means it's over. And I'm like, but none of this stuff would have been used again, it's not like that doesn't bother me. It's just like, what were they doing just sitting around? Like clearly Stede's boat French party costume thing wasn't going to be used again. So it's weird that they would like hang on to that for so long.
Maybe it's they figured this is the time when the fandom is kind of at its peak and maybe interest is going to start waning. And so they're like, we better just offload it now.
Like fandom would have been at its peak, quote unquote, like during season 2, maybe, or like they could have used this to drive up interest in season 2, you know, like it's just kind of weird, but they're selling a bunch of other shows stuff too. So,
and one of the shows is still like an ongoing show. Hasn't been canceled yet. I think these things belong in a museum.
They do.
I was full on Indiana Jones. The first thing I said was, it belongs in a museum. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Any douche can just buy these things and then put them in public storage or something. Learn how to
wear them.
Well, I'm okay with wearing them occasionally, but like learn how to take care of clothes so that they don't.
Charlie's definitely not going to buy Izzy's costume and make Con wear it in the boot of her car. But the Izzy costume comes with his ring.
It doesn't come with his panties though, does it? It doesn't. With the pirate panties.
It doesn't.
Where are the pirate panties?
That's unfortunate.
How much do you think all of these things are going to go? I mean, if I didn't have so many animal vet bills, I was thinking if something is less than $1,000, maybe I might.
I mean, there's definitely things already that are over this auction goes to like the end of August. There's things that are 1,000. I think the wedding toppers are at like 2,000 something now.
Yeah.
But there's some things that haven't been bid on, which are things that I think are less interesting, but also people are waiting to the very last minute because there's sets of swords. There's some really cool like sets of guns and swords and stuff that were just used by extras, but that like have 20 some guns in the lot. So you could go in with people and each get like a gun that was a prop or something, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. And here's the thing, guys, this is not a charity auction. So don't be gauche and bid early and drive up the prices. Drive up the prices all you want on a charity auction. But as Well Sus said, the people who benefit from this auction look like an AI generated picture of the patriarchy. These are white dudes in suits who are getting your money. And David Jenkins had feelings about this, and he was very brave to post this because he did just get a deal with HBO Max to write a pilot. But he said before he skeeted this on Blue Sky, before you spend money on that auction, please know that those are only props and costumes. They hold no magic. The coolest things are the things you made around the show. He's talking about us.
He is. Yeah, have we made.
He goes on to say, I'm ambivalent about auctions around our flag that don't benefit an independent artist or larger cause. These items are largely just Warner Discovery office supplies. If they don't care enough about the fandom to continue the show, as was their right, I don't really think that same fandom should help them recoup in any way, or help some sketch third party who bought the items from a prop house. Those costumes, created by Christina Wada, Gypsy Taylor, and their respective teams, are legitimately works of art. I'd feel differently if they were cut in on the auction, but that's not the case. I'm glad these things still exist. Just be clear where your money is going. Let's just say everyone has their fantasy about like what thing they would get if they had $1 million. Mm-hmm. And I would get the French party outfit, and I would get a mannequin to stand in my corner. That my corner has like a gallery wall, and I would dress the mannequin in the French party outfit, and I would take pictures of it every day and post on Instagram.
And you could get Chloe to bring over one of those flags that was in that boat and stand behind it.
And I would wear it for my works costume Halloween party.
That's great.
And if I ever had a chance to meet Rhys Darby, I would,
while wearing that,
lose my mind while wearing that.
Oh, he'd probably lose his mind too. That might be the thing that gets him to run away screaming.
What would you buy from the auction if you had $1 million?
I want the Izzy sword set that is from The Art of Fuckery, that includes the broken sword from when he pins Stede to the mask, because that's my favorite episode, and I'm such a Stizzy person, and that is just such a great scene, and I love it. So that was what really got me when I saw this. I was like, oh my god, the broken sword! You know, it's very, very exciting to me.
What about you, Charlie?
Izzy's outfit.
Yeah.
So I could have the ring and propose to my partner with it.
Yeah.
But I can't afford it, so that's not happening. And I can't get it to my country.
Right. Yeah. You have to buy within the US, which, obviously the fandom is big enough and everyone knows everyone to where if somebody bought it outside of the US, somebody in the US would receive it and, figure it out. But
I would gladly, if you suddenly came into a bunch of money, I would gladly bid on it for you. Yeah. And then you'd have to come to my house and take it from me.
I do really love that Stede's adventure costume from This Is Happening has the treasure map.
I know.
love that so much.
I know.
And there's one of the, one of the Blackbeard posters has Rhys's drawings on it. And there's okay. So coming right after the Izzy swords would be Lucius's book. Lucius's book is for sale and it has drawings, which I don't think Joel did, but it's the drawings from when Frenchie is writing, but he doesn't write. So he's drawn them. He's drawn whatever Stede is saying. So, but it says it has a whole bunch of writing and stuff in it. So that would be such a cool fucking
that would be.
Mara has made a replica of that and it has all the things in it that Stede says and that Lucius draws and whatever, but it'd be so cool to have the real fucking thing. That's an amazing, that is a huge piece of lore from I think right up there with the Wedding Toppers is Lucius's fucking book,
Yeah. And all the scenes that it was involved in and
for all of season 1 and then it just disappears, which many things from season 1 just disappeared in season 2 and we never hear from them again. But that's a big one, I think. Yeah.
And moving on, at the beginning of the month, there was this season 3 meme that was very wholesome and I loved it. And it started with Jules, #LongLiveOFMD. And they posted, what if we just Mandela effect this shit? OFMD season 3 already existed. And so people were reskeeting it with their favorite memories from season 3. And here are a couple. Jermaine as Captain Kidd was brilliant, but I love that Brett's character was just called Brett the Pirate.
Yes, absolutely.
I didn't expect Jag Mintons to be featured so heavily. I also didn't expect I would love their storyline the most. And Saf Simp for Gentlebeard says, my favorite moment was in season 3, episode 3, when Ed was trying on bridal veils, but they kept getting stuck on various objects on the ship or flew away in the storm.
I just picture some tailor bringing a whole bunch of bridal veils to the ship, and every time he puts one on, something happens to it.
And Feline Pharma says, okay, I've watched through episode 14 so far, and the way they've managed to bring...
So ambitious. I love it.
The way they've managed to bring back Damien Gerard, Dominic Burgess, Will Arnett, and even the wedding priest guy has been amazing. Can't wait to see all the wild cameos in the next 12 episodes.
Yeah. Oh my God. That makes it 28 episodes? I mean,
learn math, 26.
Okay. That's what I said. But TV shows used to have that many episodes. Remember,
I know, right?
A season would be 24 episodes or something. That would be amazing. Where's Chris Corbin though? He needs it. I feel like the Magic Man could have his own spinoff, his whole own thing. It's all about things that go on in the Republic of Pirates. And
that's the title of the show, The Republic of Pirates.
The Republic of Pirates. And he's a Jack Sparrow type character who just bumbles around and things sort of happen around him. And, he doesn't
He's
really...
the Forrest Gump of pirates.
Yes, exactly.
He's the Forrest Gump of pirates.
That would be great. I would love that show.
And speaking of things that we are sure to love, and we're going to make sure hit number 1 at the box office, Coyote versus Acme dropped scenes at Comic-Con, as well as a poster, which is a really good poster, and a release date. So backstory on Coyote versus Acme, it got basically shelved. There was even rumors that it was going to be deleted by Warner Brothers.
They're merging and then doing conscious uncouplings and everything every day.
But stay on the main narrative. The main narrative is Coyote versus Acme, a movie that got shot, that got edited, that got complete. was basically going to be deleted so that Warner Brothers could use it as a tax write-off and audiences would never see it. The cast and crew that worked on it obviously were horrified by this, and they were like, well, it would make sense if this was a bad movie, but this is a really good movie. What the fuck? And so the fans are like, yeah, what the fuck? And they have been loud, and they have kept Coyote versus Acme in conversation, and Ketchup Entertainment picked it up, and it's going to be released in August of 2026. And we are going to make sure that we get it number one at the box office.
Yeah.
Coyote versus Acme. It looks great.
Yeah, Ketchup is doing a very interesting thing with just coming out of nowhere kind of and making big waves. So it'll be interesting to keep watching them. And, you know, we had our Kudo board and everything. So
Ketchup, you could do the same thing for Our Flag Means Death. Let it be a movie. We're here. We're an audience.
Let this auction tell you, like, well over a year, what is almost 2 years now since the show's been canceled. And people are still, buying props for like crazy amounts of money. This fandom is not gone anywhere. It's here, and we want more. So two years after the show is canceled, we're going to be hitting 100 episodes of this podcast. Yeah, because we won't shut up.
We won't shut up. And I'm not gonna say the names of these other HBO Max shows because we support all shows. Actors make their living off them. We support all actors. We support all crew members. But a certain period drama got a fourth season, even though Our Flag Means Death has more ratings on IMDb, therefore more passionate audience people. What the fuck? 4 seasons for the show that has fewer ratings on IMDb than Our Flag Means Death. That clearly looks more expensive than Our Flag Means Death. Yeah. Also, I literally do not know anyone who watches that show. I've thought about it, but it's never gotten,
I'd never even heard of it.
Really?
I'd never heard of it. Yeah,
Really?
Never heard of it. And there's people in the UK who have never heard of it either, because I was talking to some people about it. So
I like these period shows and stuff. So that's why I'm like, oh, I should watch this. But it's just, I don't know. Something about it doesn't seem interesting.
Yeah, I also am a big, huge period show fan. I watched them all. That particular show, I found it boring and I stopped watching. And I find it just really interesting. Why is the mediocrity rising to the top?
Very interesting.
And but there was another show that got renewed for 3 seasons, but also just recently got canceled.
Yep. And that one was literally, it canceled because apparently the last season was bad and the fans didn't like it. And so the numbers went down. And I'm like, wow, isn't that interesting? You seem to care about numbers.
But let's get into David Jenkins news. David Jenkins news.
Don't do it.
Okay, I'm not going to do that.
oh no. For God's sake.
I told you not to do it.
To do it. You're outnumbered here.
You are. Yeah, you're in a dangerous position right now.
David Jenkins got greenlit, I guess you could say, to write a pilot for HBO Max based on the Booster Gold comic book series. And I know nothing about this.
I don't either. And I'm
me neither.
Yeah.
That's not good, is it?
Here's the thing. For my job, I regularly write about things that I know nothing about. And so I have ideas and I'm going to pitch them to you right here. So Booster Gold, DC Universe, was compared to the Deadpool of the DC Universe. We know that he travels back in time. We know that he is from the 25th century, has 25th century technology, and wants to go back in time to the 20th century and be a superhero in the 20th century. And I'm assuming this could be completely false, but I'm assuming he loves Superman. And he's obsessed with Superman. He wants to be Superman. He wants to impress Superman. And I also read in the Wikipedia, at one point he saves Ronald Reagan's life. And nice. I know, right? Ronald Reagan, who gave him the name Booster Gold. But here's what I'm thinking of. Okay. So obviously this character seems like a little bit of a narcissist, right? A little bit, definitely in the Stede Bonnet kind of variety of wannabe, real bad. But how do we love this character? Okay. He can travel back in time. He has probably maybe done a bunch of cool things by traveling back in time, changing the course of history or whatever. And he doesn't get any credit for it. And that is how we love him. That's just my pitch. We love him because if you have ever been that person who has done something really cool that was like very historic and you didn't get credit for it, that's a certain pain. That's like that's your core wound right there. Well, when we talk about core wound, it's probably like back, in childhood, didn't get approval from his parents, blah, 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 blah. But he loves Superman. He idolizes Superman. He wants to prove to Superman that he is just like him, but keeps on failing. And I love that opening scene.
What if we buy Stede's cursed suit? That's Booster Gold's costume for the new show.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is like opening image, Booster Gold watching like old timey TV, like Superman. I want to be like him. And
yes,
in the first episode, like he has a chance to do something to impress Superman and it doesn't land. Mm-hmm. It's embarrassing. It's a never meet your idols not because your idols are bad, but because you will make a fool out of yourself, which I think we can all relate to.
Yes. I'm
eternal
into this
secondhand embarrassment.
As long as he's wearing the cursed suit.
I want this man to be so cringe. Here's the thing. I want this man to be so cringe. I want us to love him for being so cringe. And so since we have Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool, what if we have Ryan Gosling as Booster Gold? I mean, ideally, Rhys Darby would be Booster Gold.
That's where I thought you were going with that.
I was just reading about it. Just had a little look. 'Cause I had no idea about it. And apparently, his sidekick is a robot called Skeets, like an artificial intelligence robot, and that would be perfect for Rhys Darby. So it would just be perfect. So it's got to happen. I'm manifesting this.
Yeah, that's Rhys's part right there.
I love the idea of tying in the whole where we have these men who want these AI bots to say nice things to them all the time, and they fall in love with their AI girlfriends because they just tell them that they're the most special, goodest boy.
That's what they want to hear.
And that's what they want to hear. And I love the idea that Booster Gold programs this little robot to only say nice things, and so the robot tries so hard to lead him in the right direction, but it's programmed to only say nice things. And so it gets really passive aggressive sometimes. And Booster Gold being kind of autistic spectrum doesn't.
And they could save money on sound effects if they cast Rhys as the robot because he does his own sound effects.
Yeah. Yeah. I want to do a whole episode because this is just me spitballing, but I want to do a whole episode where we pitch ideas about what's going to happen in Booster Gold series.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm into it.
Will you do it with me, Ringa?
Yeah.
And anyone out there who's listening, if you want to be a part of the Booster Gold pitch section where we pitch our ideas, we pitch our jokes.
Yeah.
We pitch our scenarios for this guy. We pitch who this guy is.
I am not like DC is lesser to me than Marvel. So I am not in. Yeah. Sorry. I know all the Marvel things and I know just a little bit of the DC things. So except Batman, I am well versed in Batman, but yeah, so I'll have to brush up on what the Booster Gold canon is and everything. But I have a friend who is into all the DC stuff very heavily. So maybe I'll get them on this show.
Yeah.
Look at these numbers, though.
I love talking about my ideas for this comic book show because I know nothing about the DC or the Marvel. I know Superman is a character that exists. And I guess in this latest movie, he has a dog and he saves a squirrel. And so I'm like, you are me. I am you.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. It was really good though. It was really good. Go see Superman and go see Fantastic Four. They were both really good movies.
Can't wait. Oh, it's Rhys Darby time. So Imagine I did a little Rhys Darby sting right there. Rhys
Jesus Christ.
Rhys was in a Star Trek. It was very adorable.
He played evil Stede Bonnet.
Yeah, it was. The Space Stede Bonnet.
And I love how in season 2 of Our Flag Means Death, Blackbeard destroys a wedding. And here in this Star Trek that Rhys did, he destroys a wedding.
Well, he makes a wedding.
He makes a wedding and to destroy it.
Yeah, to be evil. He's very
evil
much
reason.
like a Loki character or whatever who's like kind of doing evil things, but just for fun mostly. Like there's no real agenda here. We're just fucking with people. And I love that.
He's a mischief maker.
And he's getting to wear fabulous costumes. And there's absolutely he's literally twirling around the screen, flinging his jacket about. And it is so Stede coded. It's ridiculous.
Super fruity.
Yeah. And he's got like big old chops and fancy hair and everything. Like it's Stede in space, but evil.
And Paramount and Star Trek heavily leaned into Rhys Darby on their social media accounts, making a nice little behind the scenes "We Love Rhys Darby" video, which I'm sure was very popular. And I think, are they gearing up for him to make a reappearance, be a regular character?
That'd be cool.
That would be cool.
I love it. Let's do it.
More work for Rhys Darby. We got a brief glimpse of Rhys in the new My Life is Murder trailer. Season 5 starts this weekend. I know nothing about that show. I've never heard of it before.
Me either.
Me neither. God, we're crap pans. Not anything.
I've heard
There
of
are
it because
so many shows. There's so many shows.
Right.
And you could say, oh, he's on the next episode of Flower Sparkle. And wow. Season 10 of Flower Sparkle is starting this weekend. I would be like, what the fuck? I don't know. That's literally what like 99% of shows sound like to me.
Yeah. I've heard of it cause Rhys is in it, like, but not before. But I don't, you say it's Netflix, right?
I didn't even write that down. I have no idea.
Okay. Well then
My Life is Murder.
I am not.
Wait, what is it called? My Life is Murder, not Murder.
My Life is Murder. Someone find out what streaming platform this is on.
Okay.
And apparently season 5 is dropping now.
Good.
He can't seem to escape the White House. Strangely, the current U.S. administration. He was at Disneyland at the same hotel on the same floor with Vance, Vice President Vance, evil Care Bear. And when he went to London with his family, Trump was there at the same time. So I think it's like the universe putting him in the same place as evil so that like good versus evil can balance out yin yang. So because if there's too much evil in one place, then it's just too much. The world will explode. So you gotta put the good guy next to the bad guy at all time. That's how storytelling works. You have to have foils. You have to have opposites. You have to light and dark. He's doing the Edinburgh Fringe right now. I pronounced that wrong.
Edinburgh?
Every time I see Edinburgh, I'm like, I know that there's some weird ass way to say it that involves dropping consonants and stuff.
Edinburgh.
Pronounce that word for me. Pronounce
Edinburgh.
I think it's called My Life is Murder, not My Life with Murder.
Yeah, that's what I said. My Life is Murder.
Okay, cool.
So he's at a fringe
Edinburgh,
where you drop a bunch of consonants from the name of the Edinburgh. He's at the Edinburgh Fringe, and so everyone is having a good time. Finn is selling bootleg RD merch outside of his shows.
Which is very funny.
Now
it's on Acorn TV, but you can rent it or buy it on Prime.
I've never even heard of that.
Acorn I've heard of it, but it's like one of those random streaming services where like a lot of things are free, but the stuff you want is like not free.
It's like Lamp and Vape.
It's like Lamp. And I love Lamp.
Table and all the different platforms. You can't keep up with them.
Reese's video, Finn selling these like
shirts that have
just a white shirt that has a picture of one of Reese's official tour shirts on it. And it's so funny. And he's only got like 28 left. So if you're in Edinburgh.
Yeah, till the 10th in Edinburgh.
In Edinburgh.
God, every Scottish person is just shivered right now.
Okay, I'll pronounce it the Scottish way. Edinburgh.
No. Edinburgh.
Stop putting letters in words where you don't pronounce those letters. Write it how it's pronounced.
That's what they say on My Favorite Murders. Spell it like it sounds.
We're talking Taika Waititi now. This is the Taika Waititi segment. Taika's Star Wars has a name, and the fanboys are mad. The working title of Taika Waititi's Star Wars is Cosmic Doom. And
totally not going to be its final name.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like a Star Wars.
Doesn't sound like a Star War.
Yeah.
No.
And the production name is Ghost Truck 6. So periodically drop those in your Google alerts and see if anything pops up about filming locations.
See if Ghost Truck 5 is streaming on LAMP.
And YTT, Taika, who put YTT as if his name is his last name? Taika will be directing from a screenplay written by Oscar-nominated scribe Tony McNamara. Despite its long development process, Lucasfilm's president, Kathleen Kennedy, previously expressed her confidence in the Oscar-winning filmmaker's creative process. She says, Taika is on Taika time. I've certainly said to him, look, when you feel like you're ready, you can really devote the time. We're going to do it, she said. We'll be waiting. I'm just hoping we get there. That will be a great Star War, she said.
I want to be on Taika time.
Yeah.
Taika time, I imagine, is on yachts a lot.
I don't know.
And
I feel like he works so much, but also sleeps like while he's working.
Yeah.
And that sounds fun.
But he's also on yachts a lot, and he's in different countries. How do you write on a plane? I don't know. And
no, I don't think he writes on the planes. I think he watches movies on planes and sleeps.
He's making multiple franchise fanboys mad. I love it. I'm here for it. He's attached to a Judge Dredd. I love this so much. I love how mad the fanboys got. And they got so mad that they tweeted stuff that made me just like, I don't even know what a Judge Dredd is, but I'm here for it. Make us attached. They tweeted, they treated this disparagingly, like disrespectfully. They tweeted, just thought about Rhys Darby as a Mega City 1 functionary, following Dredd around with a clipboard, making little one-liners and meta commentary. And by the end, they've both learned something about police brutality and the power of kindness. And I need to go throw up. And I reskeeted that, saying 1310 would watch the shit out of this.
Yeah.
And
he could be Judge Dredd's little gay robot.
Yeah.
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 And so we had fun, like taking all of the like hate skeets about it and like putting it on memes of people like crying with hearts and everything.
It's what they call the posts on Blue Sky instead of a tweet.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm an old person. I don't know.
I mean, I don't call them that myself, but that's what they're called.
Okay, let's get into Con O'Neill news.
Unprofessional.
Con is in LA. Charlie, tell us about Con being in LA.
I don't. Yeah, I hate Con. He's not in the boot of my car. He's in LA. I don't know what he's doing out there. But he's out there. That's all that is, really.
He's
not much to say in it.
How did you know that he was out there?
Because he's posting from LA. That's the only reason. Yeah.
Did he post a photo?
I can't remember now. You put me under pressure.
He posted something and did one of his hashtag LA.
He did.
Sunny in California. Hashtag the Sunshine State, which he does often. And
I love you, Charlie. I was just trying to get you to talk more.
Yeah, thanks for the savoring. No, there's not much to say on that. He's in LA. Somebody did post a picture of him outside of Voodoo Donuts, and that's like an LA thing. So,
oh, that's in Universal Studios. Yeah, I go to Voodoo Donuts on occasion.
We'll go there more.
Yeah, he's hanging out and going to events that I really want to go to, and I'm really mad that he's at and I'm not, and that's what he's doing in LA.
And what are these events?
I'm not going to give his personal details out,
Okay.
but he's making me jealous.
Well, it's only a 38-hour drive, so why don't you?
I would.
Doing secret fun things in Conland. Okay, Charlie, tell us about this film that he's going to be in.
What did I say it was called again? Betrayal? What did I write on the Google Docs? I'm on my phone. So no, I was using my iPad to use my phone. So
Okay, you go. Todd O'Neill is going to be in a film called The Trial about three brothers who face a ruthless gangland trial after their heist goes disastrously wrong.
That's all we know about it.
Okay, I'm really excited.
It sounds like it's going to be. I want it to be like Snatch or something. It's not going to be. I was talking to like Katie, and Katie was like, "It's going to be another Vengeance Is Mine, but with gangsters," and I don't want that.
Yeah,
but yeah,
Pressure is in post-production, and that's about like Nuremberg, I think, or something. Like, it's something I don't care at all about, but Andrew Scott is in it too, and I love him. So
it's World War II weather stuff, isn't it?
It's something
How
like
the
that.
weather
It's like,
affected
I am very not
bombs.
into like historical war movies, but I love 1917, so maybe this will be in that same vein. I don't know.
And if fit men are in them, then I watch them.
Yes, I will watch it I would have watched it for Con just on his own, as he was just, I'm sure, in like 5 minutes of it, but I will definitely watch it for Andrew Scott as well. So bring it on.
Okay, moving on to Samba news. Samba is going to be in a Vince Gilligan series with Rhea Seehorn, which you all know from Better Call Saul, and she's Kim from Better Call Saul. And Vince Gilligan, I feel like I have been a Vince Gilligan fan since the 90s. Because Vince Gilligan was a writer on The X-Files, and he wrote all like the really good X-Files episodes. And then he did Breaking Bad, which I avoided for so long, but then I watched it and I'm like, okay, this is like the greatest show of all time. And then Better Call Saul. And so we know that Samba is going to be in a show that's going to be like amazing writing, and it's going to make you feel things you didn't want to feel and continue watching so that you continue to feel things that you don't want to feel, but you can't stop watching. And you're like, so Samba is going to be delivering that sort of feeling to us.
It's very exciting for him. It's a really good opportunity for him to get some exposure. And I don't know what it's about really at all, but there's been a bunch of things that have popped up, and there's promo ads of this woman licking donuts. And that's all I know about that.
It's going to be premiering Friday, November 7th on Apple TV. And
hey, you've heard of that one.
I have. See, you can be on platforms that I have heard of before. Not Lamp, Acorn.
I'm sure they choose to be on these lesser known platforms.
Yeah. And okay, so it's going to have an episode airing November 7th, and then there's going to be 7 episodes that air every Friday through December 26th. So it's an 8-episode season. Crap. Anyway, it's a sci-fi show called Pluribus, and it's described as a genre-bending original in which the most miserable person on Earth must save the world from happiness. In addition to Rhea Seehorn, the series also stars Carolina Wydra from Sneaky Pete, Carlos Manuel Vesca from Donde tu Queerius, and guest stars Miriam Shore from American Fiction, and Samba Shoot from Our Flag Means Death.
The world's most miserable person saving the world from being happy sounds like what's happening right now in our actual reality.
Yeah, because we all feel like if you are paying attention to what's going on, you should not be happy right now. And every time you laugh, the evil
dies.
I mean, like a lot of people die.
It's true.
Every time you laugh, people die? Oh, God.
I mean, right now, we're getting way too dark.
I feel bad now. Yeah. What's it called again, the show?
It's called Pluribus.
I'm not going to be able to say that. Pluribus? Yeah, that's not happening for me. I can't say it.
Moving on to Christian Narn news. Christian is reading poetry and playing guitar on Instagram. Nathan Fode news. Nathan is posting cute pictures to Instagram, Vika Ortiz. Vico is calling upon the crew for opportunities for touring their solo show via speaking engagements. So are you at a university? Do you have connections with the people that arrange speaking engagements? Reach out to them and make sure that they book Vico Ortiz. I've seen their wonderful show twice, and I hope everyone gets to see it. Rise of a King.
Yes.
No one else is doing anything except for Madeline Sammy posted a photo of her, Rubo, and Vico from when they were filming season 2.
It was super cute.
And what photo was it? Describe what was happening.
They're outside somewhere, possibly a vineyard or something. Like they're outside with outside things, nature and such.
Yeah.
And they're just all like in a selfie together, and it's super cute. And they all look very adorable. And, you know, it gives polycule vibes. So yeah, that's on Madeline's Instagram. So,
and Dominic Burgess's Jeffrey Fettering, Dominic Burgess, his birthday, it turns out, is the same day as the real Stede Bonnet. That's amazing and magical. And
I can't believe nobody has told him that. In all the 3 years of this show where he's been like known for this show, that he's had, this is the 3rd birthday since that the show aired, and no one has told him this. It's wild.
Let's get into...
And now for Ringer's Fandom News Corner. God help us all.
That makes me so happy.
Yeah, how has he recorded that from my boot?
Well, he recorded it before you put him in the Yeah. So again, don't forget to keep requesting the cast at conventions. They all really like doing conventions and want to do more of them, but the convention people need to be told to bring them to things. I just noted that this doc is called August Fuck 2025. I love it. So there's not a lot in the way of like in-person events or calls for participants this month, but I will remind you all that September 11th through 14th is the Midwest Retreat for Wayward Pirates at Camp Sullivan in Oak Forest, Illinois. So if you're in the American Midwest, you can check out at Midwest Pirate Camp for all the deets. If you want to go hang out at a camp with a bunch of pirates and pretend you're in like Wet Hot American Summer or Friday the 13th or something like that, then our Flag Means Death Big Bang is accepting artists until August 25th or whenever all the fics are claimed. So if you're an artist and you wanted to participate, go sign up at OFMD Big Bang and get you a fic before they're gone. Now, we do have an awful lot of fandom events going on this month. So we still have the Pirate Summer Reading Club going on through September 22nd. You need to go to @Pirate Reading Club, and basically there's a Google Doc and you click on it and you go log the book, any book that you've read, doesn't matter what, and a little review. And they're going to, if you consent to having your review, they'll put it up on like a Tumblr something, so that everyone can read all these reviews of books that have been read. But every time you log a book, you get, a number added to your tally and you get digital badges, and they're doing some real life prizes, and it sounds really fun. And I keep meaning to go and log my books and I keep forgetting to do it. So maybe this month. This is the end. Tomorrow is the last day of Our Flag Means Who week. So it is the Our Flag Means Doctor Who crossover, and the details and prompts are at Our Flag Means Who. All of August is their favorite month because it's OFMD August. That's AUs everywhere all month long. The prompts, again, are at OFMD Mounts. That's OFMD MAUNTHS for August, our favorite month. And I'll be sad when I'm not saying that anymore for a year. Starting tomorrow through the 9th, Our Flag Means Death coloring book. So you're tagging at Our Flag CTIYS. I don't know what that stands for. It looks like cities, but dyslexic. That's at Our Flag CTIYS. If you make line art, if you draw things, tag your line art with that account, and they're going to make a coloring book for everyone to color our flag pictures all week long. And you can also tag them with your finished colored pieces for them to reskeet. Starting tomorrow, also from tomorrow through the rest of the month is Our Flag Means August Photo Fun Challenge. So it's a month of ways to create pictures with your Our Flag Means Death dolls, which a ton of people have a ton of dolls, and they have clothes for them and put them in situations and stuff. So there's a at OFM dolls. There's prompts and hashtags for the event, and you can put your little dolls in situations and take pictures and share them. August 6th is Izzy Steps On, which is a reverse of Step on Izzy Day, which is always a big deal in the Canyon. Step on Izzy Day. We love to step on him. But this time, Izzy's going to do the stepping. So Izzy steps on. And that's at Step on Izzy for details. August 8th through 10th is OFMD Soulmates Weekend. All creations featuring OFMD characters as soulmates. This is hosted by at Andy Lensher. That's ANDYLEHNSHERR. If you're in the Canyon, I'm sure you know Andy. And it's pinned to the top of their Blue Sky. I started to say Bluetooth. It's pinned to the top of their Blue Sky account. But all you have to do to participate is use hashtag OFMD Soulmates Weekend when you post your whatever, your fics or your photos or your art about your characters that you like being soulmates. August 15th through 17th is Stede's Pinup Weekend, which I believe they've done this before. If it wasn't them, it was a different group, but it's a weekend of pinup inspired Stede art and stories, which is always amazing because Stede fits into pinup style so well with all of his fancy outfits and everything. So that's at Bottom Stede Week. Who does Bottom Stede? They're also doing this pinup weekend. The last Friday of this month, which is August 29th, Our Flag Means Death Freaky Friday. It's the last Friday of every month, and it's the day to let your freak flag fly by posting your freakiest art and writing. See at OFMD Freaky Friday for more info. And finally, August 30th and 31st is Murder Widows Weekend, and it's all things Mary and Evelyn. So prompts for that and info is at OFMD Rare Ships. And that is your fandom news corner for the month.
Any Fic Recs?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't do the sting. Fuck it. I can't find the sting.
Oh God, we've been so professional.
Oh no, here it is. Right.
Oh.
Okay, that seems healthy. Using a bit of fiction to help cover up your trauma.
I really need to make a better sting with that. Make it louder. Well, let's see. I am recommending Tried and True by Domino Effect, which I assume we'll put the links in the show notes when this is a podcast. And there's art for this by Rights. I Am Rights. If you know anything about Canyon art, you know this person. They make amazing art. So this is for the OFMD Reverse Big Bang. And it is a soulmates thing where, you know, your soulmate, your name is written on your soulmate somewhere and your soulmate's name is written on you. And so Stede is not anyone's soulmate, but he falls in love with Ed, and Ed does have a soulmate, and it's somebody we know who's maybe a short, angry little person. But when Stede was gone, Ed did some really bad things to his soulmate. So this story is about Stede coming back and learning about what happened while he was gone, becoming closer to Izzy, and figuring out if you can do a relationship with two soulmates and one person who doesn't have any soulmates. It's a very interesting, but there are some definite warnings for abuse and upsetting things, which is canon typical for this show. So definitely go check that out. It was a very fun read. And Charlie.
Cool. Charlie?
Do I have? Oh, I have one, don't I? Yeah, sorry. God, just throw me away. Just throw me away. It's been a long weekend and it's Saturday. Yeah, it's called Rent a Knot. So it's a Rhaikaverse. It's by Owl. It is a Calico Jack and Izzy, a sort of thing where Izzy's in heat and I think I've recommended something else that's very similar to this. I must have a theme. Anyway, he rents Calico Jack to come and sort of help him out with his heat, but it's like sort of where Izzy just thinks it's just going to be like a fuck and leave, and then Jack is a really nice guy, and I like it when he's a really nice caring guy and not an arsehole. So it's very good. I've not finished it yet, so.
He's like both in a lot of them, where he's a nice, caring guy, but an asshole. And you have to deal with both of them.
I think that's my type.
Fascinating.
Yep.
And
Jack is like a fungus, though, and you can't get rid of him. There's no fucking leave. He just is always going to be there. Like once you invite him in, like a vampire fungus. Calico Jack doesn't go away.
I was going to say, what funguses are you inviting?
The vampire ones.
The vampire ones.
I want to shout out not a fanfiction, but a book. My mentee from 6 years ago published their second novel. It's out now. It's called And They Were Roommates by Paige Powers. It hit the New York Times bestseller list. And it is, as far as we know, the first trans romance by a trans author to hit the New York Times bestseller list. And it's adorable. It's about... And they were roommates. They pitch it better than me. A kid who gets assigned roommates with the person who broke his heart before he transitioned. And the roommate does not know that he is that person. I pitched it really, really wrong. I should have prepared, but definitely pick up And They Were Roommates by Paige Powers to support trans books by trans authors. Stop the evil that's going on right now. And this is Gay Pirate News Hour.
Just want to say real quick, we have Mr. in the comments has recommended Unraveled and Reclaimed by Lyra Talese.
Ooh, tell us about that.
Yeah, there you go. But I've never heard of this one. The author's name seems kind of familiar to me, so I'm not sure. But Mr. But the word buttons doesn't show up on my. Oh, is it black? And I've got dark mode on, maybe. I don't know. But I just wanted to shout that out before we're done. We actually did a really good job of timing today.
Yes,
for somehow I don't know, because we talked about nothing for 30 minutes of this, but. Wow, good job, guys.
But we did good. And so we are the Our Flag Means Fanfiction podcast. If you are tuning in from YouTube and you're like, what's going on? We have a podcast that has episodes every week and has repeat episodes midweek. So twice a week, you get Our Flag related content, us talking about all the characters, the ships, fanfiction recs. Sometimes we narrate fanfiction. It's all good time. Wherever you get your podcasts, you can look for Our Flag Means Fanfiction.
Coming up this month, we have 2 Our Flag Means Death actor birthdays, and we will be having 2 actor birthday special episodes. So look forward to that coming up.
And in the meantime, do creations, be cringe, commit crime. Bye.
Bye-bye.